If you're looking to save time and become more productive and gain an edge on those around you and just in life in general, you're going to want to follow 2 steps to start with. First, you need to diagnose where you currently are and where your greatest opportunities exist. From there, pick 1 to 2 best practices, evidence-based actions that you know will work, and commit to take action on those. Those are the first 2 steps that we recommend to people who are trying out our Zarvana platform. We say take our Time Finder diagnostic and then pick 1 to 2 behaviors and commit to habify them. Now in this video, I'm not going to tell you what to do next. Instead, I'm going to tell you what not to do. If you're a human in the 21st century, which if you're watching this you are, your temptation is going to be to keep reading and reading and reading. You might do that in the Zarvana application by going to our library of 150 time-saving behaviors and just start reading through the ones that seem interesting to you. It might be going outside of Zarvana and going to Harvard Business Review or Inc. or Fast Company or Forbes or your favorite blog. It doesn't really matter. We're tempted to jump into reading more and more and consuming more information. Today we consume 5 times the information we did in the 1980s on a daily basis. Now, is that a problem? In some ways, no. It's great that information is so easily accessible. That certainly improves our productivity. But if we do not make time for application, we won't be able to make ourselves better with the information we're consuming. The average professional spends just 1% of their time at work on professional development, on getting better. That equates to 28 minutes per week. And if you think about the fact that most professionals spend multiple days away during the course of a year on off-site trainings, that 28 minutes is probably closer to something like 10 per week. Now, if you spend all of that time reading, you're not going to have time to actually apply what you're learning. And information without application doesn't lead to transformation. I'm going to say that again. Information without application doesn't lead to transformation. You won't get better by just reading. So how do we invest in application? We need to cycle between information feasting and information fasting. Now, if you've done those first 2 steps of taking the diagnostic, picking 1 to 2 places to focus on, then you're ready to go into an information fast. And I would challenge you to go into a 10-day information fast where you don't read anything new except what you absolutely have to. Now, during that time, I know you're going to get tempted to, pull up the news app on your phone, or, okay, I just have a few minutes before a meeting, let me just check Harvard Business Review quickly. When you feel those temptations arise, what I want you to do is I want you to pull back into your memory the 1 to 2 behaviors that you've committed to take action, and I want you to think through the design of that behavior implementation. What I mean by that is ask yourself, what are the prompts or reminders that are going to trigger me to do this behavior? Have I thought about how I can make this behavior as simple as possible? What are the rewards for doing this behavior that are going to reinforce me doing it so I continue to do it for the long haul? And think through and focus on those. Troubleshoot the areas where it's not working. The time you invest there will dramatically increase the odds that you sustain that behavior for the long haul. So there you have it. Go ahead and commit to a 10-day information fast, consuming no new information unless you absolutely have to for those 10 days. Will you do it?